This is Brother Isaac coming to you with Carry Out Judaism. Today I want to discuss about spreading the Torah to all the nations. You know, Christianity is growing to past 1 billion. Islam in itself is getting close to 1 billion. And Judaism, which has the truth, is so small. I ask myself this question, what's going on? A lot of us in Judaism has been told that we cannot use a Christian terminology, evangelize. And I would say, in a sense, that is right, that we should not evangelize as Christians do, saying if you don't accept our gospel, then you're eternally forgotten of God and headed to hell. But Judaism has the truth. So how do we balance this out? Seeing that Israel's supposed to be light into the nations, and seeing that the Jewish people, God made us a kingdom of priests. A priest goes out and ministers. We don't need to minister each other. We need to minister to the nations. So Psalms 96 says this in verse 1, "Sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord all the earth. Sing to the Lord, praise his name. Day after day, announce that the Lord saves his people. Tell people about his glory. Tell all the nations about his miracles." That don't sound like we should be shut up in a closet, waiting and barely getting by or going along to get along. God's purpose for us as Israelites is to tell the world of his glory, make known of his works, make known of his miracles, and declare his salvation to all the ends of the earth. That's exactly what Psalms 96 is saying. I want you to read Psalms 96. I want you to read it carefully and prayerfully, my Jewish brothers and sisters. It's time for us to get up. It's time for us to make the Torah known unto the nations. It's time for us to let everybody know that the God of Israel is the true and only God. He's the only one. He's the only salvation to all of us who believe in him, who has made a covenant with him to keep the Torah, to keep his commandments, his precepts, and his ordinances. So I invite all my brothers and sisters to let's get busy. Let's start spreading the Torah unto the nations. In Psalms 96, verse 7, it says, "Give to the Lord, you families of the nations, give to the Lord glory and power." Now listen to this. He's speaking to the nations. Gohim. He's speaking to all the nations of the world. In verse 7, in verse 8, read what verse 8 says. "Give to the Lord the glory he deserves. Bring an offering and come to his courtyards. Worship the Lord in his holy splendor. Tremble in the presence, all you earth. Say to the nations, the Lord rules as king." Now that's what me and you're supposed to do. We're supposed to make known this glorious salvation that God has showed the nation of Israel. It's our duty, your duty, my duty. Anyone that's made a covenant with God and has accepted his Torah, it's up to me and you to make known to the nations that he is God. He is greatly to be praised. We're to declare his splendor and his glory, his majesty and his works to all the people of the earth. Because we hold the truth. We have the truth, my brothers and sisters. Christianity has a variance of the truth. Islam has a variance of the truth too. But we have all the truth. There's no other truth. than what Judaism, true Judaism, has to offer to the world. Why are we so quiet? I do not know. Why we become so passive? I don't know. Why have we accepted the lies and the misconception of so many people in the past saying we've got to get in a corner, huddle down, pull the cover over our head and hope everything goes okay? That's not what God created us to do. You are a kingdom of priests. We are lights unto the nation. And we're supposed to declare the glory of the Lord. Declare his name unto the nations. That's our responsibility. It's our job. If we dwindle in number, it's our fault. We've got to get out of this survival mode and declare the glory of the Lord to the nations. We've got to, my friend. I love you. I hope this has encouraged you. And I just say, let's go. Let's get to the place where we declare the Lord's name. Don't be afraid what man will do to you. Don't be afraid what your neighbor may say. Don't be afraid what your coworkers say. After all, our God is mighty. Our God is true. There's no other God besides him. He is our rock, our salvation, our fortress, our high and mighty tower. We can't go wrong. Let's declare his name to the nations. Let's make known his marvelous works and the salvation of our Lord. Declare it to all the ends of the earth, and let all may receive him. Thank you, and God bless and shalom.